Discuss that today. We're also going to discuss kind of like the new revelations about Disney going rated R possibly, and we also have a very, very special announcement in store for you today. So, who's on the show with me today? To the right of me is the great Dadakuji.
Hello, everybody. Nice new T-shirts coming at you. 10 rings from the Fandarin, baby.
You shouldn't be accepting gifts from strangers. So, the returning Dapper GQ. What's up, man?
What's up, everybody? I'm glad to be back. I had a little hiatus that I had to take, had some things to take care of, didn't travel, unfortunately. It would have been nice, but
he was at the Backstreet Boys concert.
Well, yeah, they got back together, man. It was awesome. It was good.
Yeah. Producer, hit the sound for me. Yeah.
Oh, so y'all just gonna cut back my? Okay, I see how it is.
I'm not doing the intros over again. I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying again. I'm not doing the intros over again. But also, who's going to be on the show with me today from remote is Fallen Marvel. What's up?
What is up, everybody? Deuces.
King Amarak.
Hope y'all staying safe out there.
King Amarak. What's up?
What's going on, everybody? What's happening?
And Muscles T-shirt himself, Mr. Megatron.
Hey, how y'all doing?
What's up, man? I mean, look.
He
looks like he needs a shave, man. I saw this man this morning. Like he just rocking the full-on beard now.
You just realized what?
Oh, man,
I missed that.
It's hard out here. I said I didn't realize.
He's like, it's hard out here.
All right.
Yeah, I just got to lift the chair up. Well, I got to remember how.
Okay.
Wow, that's what you get for buying that $1,600 seat.
Right, Secret Lab. Like, come on, bruh.
Easy now.
Come on,
bruh. $1,600. It was only about a hot 4 or 5. Don't be like
So
that.
what's up?
That's too. See, now first of all, 400 or 500. That seat better.
That seat is massaging his butt cheeks right now.
That's
right.
Better be massaging.
Listen.
Wait a minute. How much did you say you paid for that?
Considering doing a happy ending of some sort.
Did he say $1,200?
No. He said 5 or 6.
Bro, are you serious?
Wait, what happened now?
$500 for that damn seat?
A chair, yeah. I mean, but if we being frank, it was 6, and I got it on sale for like 4 and some change.
I don't care if it. No. That don't matter.
But here's the problem: at approximately $600 of value of the seat, that thing better know when you're ready for it to go up and down. You shouldn't have to figure nothing out. You should be like, you should literally start lifting up a little bit and see, be like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. Let me raise up just a little bit. I see that you would like to get a little bit higher.
I'm gonna have to bring it over there, and you can do an unboxing. Well, I would have to rebox it.
You would have to rebox it first. Yeah, you got to rebox it first. All right. Anyway, so I want to say hello to everybody that's out there in the chat right now. I saw some faces, some returning faces like Marwan Williams, who joined us last week. Welcome back to the show.
Welcome back, sir. Welcome back.
I would also like to say hello to an old friend / nemesis of mine, Kevin Molina, who's watching the show. What's up, man?
Oh, wow.
Good to see you.
I ain't heard that name.
Yeah,
forever,
good to see you, bro. Good to see you.
Wolverine Solid X always checking in. Good to see you.
By the way, I must say, Fallen, he loves your Nightwing hat. He loves your Nightwing hat.
Oh,
so
nice. Appreciate it, man. Like,
King
you find one on what's the people name? They got to send us a check when I say this stuff. Superhero stuff, or you check over there. I'm pretty sure they guys still got some left.
Man, don't be pimping other sites and giving them free advertising.
Yeah, man, you trying to steal our thunder. we got something to say about that.
Right. King Takeem, how you doing? There's my other. I ain't gonna do that because she's married. Sharita Jackson, how you doing?
Trying to get people in trouble.
I'm just saying. I'm back now. You know, I'm refreshed and never mind.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Yeah, but no, Kevin, Marwan, Maze over there, over on Twitch. Good to see everybody. Thank you for joining the show. So let's run the gamut. Hit topic 1 for me, if you wouldn't mind, a double girl, who's the producer running the strings back here. So topic 1, not topic 1. No, topic 1. Topic 1. OBS crash. Right now.
Uh-oh.
Yep. So
Nah.
I think they can still hear.
On his sabbatical. Y'all ain't know. All right.
keep talking. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, again, me and D ain't gonna let no.
We're
dead air
off.
go
We're
on.
off the Twitch channel. Like it's
Twitch is
it's,
gone.
No, Twitch.
All right, well,
Oh,
we only hear
Twitch is
voices,
back. Twitch
no
is
other
back.
sound. All
Twitch is
right.
back. I see myself.
John P.
I see myself.
John,
Adjust my
appreciate-
ears.
Appreciate you on the updates.
Hi,
We
guys.
apologize for the technical.
Hi.
We are back. We are live. We are.
Okay, thank you for letting us know that we are back. Okay, hopefully we
Well,
won't
SD May said we're back.
experience nothing else.
That's Twitch though. So hopefully we getting all
No,
the other ones
YouTube
back
is
up.
there too, and I don't
YouTube
have
is
Facebook.
back up.
up.
Okay. Facebook, we ain't sure.
All right.
We'll see what's going on.
I
We'll
don't
see what's going on.
have
Everything should be
no.
We should all be back.
Facebook.
Everything's
All right, so-
everything should be
All
back.
right.
Let's get our multi-view back. Let's get back into it.
All right, so running the gamut now that we were kind of a little bit interrupted there with a technical difficulty / mess up on my part / oversight. It was nobody else's fault but mine because I was over there tinkering with stuff and
That's what
left
you
something
get,
out.
man.
So anyway,
Told
so one of the things I kind of want to talk about today is some kind of late breaking news as of today. So the ongoing saga of Ray Fisher just won't go away.
Oh God.
So Ray
Today?
Fisher, yes, today.
It was
Oh.
more.
So it was more. It's kind of like the
there's
last
more.
of it. So the last thing is we heard that Walter Hamada had been re-signed for 3 years, and they were going to remove Ray Fisher from the role of Cyborg and write him out of Flash. So Ray Fisher shot back and said, "I didn't hear that. That's not official. That's not what they told me." Well, today they told him, and he was not happy about it.
Look, man. Look.
He
I
a
know
damn lie at
right,
this point,
first of
man.
all,
Ain't
it's
no
like,
way
look,
they didn't tell him.
Right. Like, dude, you spent 2 months talking about how you was mad at Zack Snyder, mad at Jeff Johns, but you didn't want to say why.
Well, I think you're being generous. It's been more than 2 months.
No, I'm talking about when he originally brought it up.
Yeah.
It's like, dude,
Yeah.
I got a beef with them, and I was treated wrong. Okay, what happened? Well, it's like, come on, dude. Once again,
You know what's weird too
Mhm.
is that like as people started getting promoted, he started dropping their name. Cause like
Right?
he dropped Walter Hamada's name. Like I don't know when he became president, but he dropped his name. But at the time they were filming the movie, he wasn't even president of DC at the time.
right?
And then when Toby Emmerich got promoted, now it was racist conversation. It's like, what the hell?
Hey, Megatron, I know you wanted Panther, but Cyborg might be open.
Well,
bro.
he actually got something to
Hey,
say about that.
hey,
So what you got to say,
true.
man?
Well, I
Sit
mean,
back a little bit,
as
man.
I've
You cutting
been
your head
telling
off.
y'all-
Yeah, man, you ain't got to put your
my
mug
fault.
right up in the camera,
Hey.
man.
My fault, man.
All right, there you go.
Sorry,
We
man.
feel better now.
Um,
Appreciate you.
As I've been, telling y'all for years, the machine works both ways. And being African American, being one of the blacks, being a man in America, whatever you want to call it, being a minority man, whatever it is that you want to label it as, there's only a handful of roles that they give us out there. In addition to that, you have to finesse the game. Like there's a reason there hasn't been.
Oh, got a
Will
new Twitch
Smith-
follower.
Appreciate the follow.
Terrible
There's a reason,
001. Man, that's a great name though.
Yep. Appreciate the follow. Go ahead,
There's a
Megatron.
reason why Denzel or any of these people haven't had these back and forths because they know the ramifications of it. Because we are essentially still, as of now, behind enemy lines. This guy, his credit prior to becoming a superhero was, I believe, Muhammad Ali as a play. I mean, I'm sorry, he played Muhammad Ali in a play.
Right.
So you're already on,
Mhm.
you know, you're already on thin ice to begin with because you don't even have any credentials. This is a blessed situation. Now, if with his size, I mean, is it possible he was bullied? Yes, of course it is. But I guarantee you, there is no amount of money that would make whomever this was on the set talk to me in a fashion
Mm-hmm.
that I couldn't let them know that that wasn't going to continue
Exactly.
without jeopardizing, you know, my career. And then in
Mhm.
addition to that, unless they were calling him, you know, racial slurs or out of his name, you can give me a bad boss any day of the week and make me a superhero and give me $600,000 to $1 million. You know, I don't know what his pay scale was,
Right.
but that, I mean, that's an awful hill to die on, and unfortunately,
He dying on it.
that's what's gonna happen.
Right.
And then you have the report of that about him talking about Jeff Johns is no longer working there, and Jeff Johns is like, I still work here. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of bad press, and the majority of it was created by him. He tried to get Gail on her side. He tried to get Jason Momoa, and a hashtag, in my opinion, is not really support. It's like, hey man, I understand what you're saying, but I don't want to lose no money. Okay, hashtag Borg life. Like that's not really saying anything.
Exactly. Troy
Right.
Joseph,
Like
Joseph
all
Reyes,
this is
thank you for
saying,
the
like,
like.
you know,
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
But yeah, all of this is saying like, you know, like, okay, do I stand with Ray? Like, yeah, we're standing together. But I don't want
Punkanova,
to ruin
thank you
any of
for the
my
follow on
opportunities.
Twitch.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I mean, this is stuff that we've all been saying for months that was gonna happen, and now, you know, now here we are.
True that.
All right.
Yep.
We're getting a lot of like reactions, a lot of new followers on Twitch. We want to thank you guys for coming over
Mike
and joining
Oliver,
us on
appreciate
Twitch.
the like. Thank you, Mike Oliver.
Yep, Mike Oliver, thank you for following. Troy Joseph Reyes, thank you for liking us on Twitter. Terrible001, thank you for the follow on Twitch. The name escapes me, the last person that followed us, but we appreciate you thanking. So what you see right below is our follower goal. If we reach 25, we're going to get a giveaway going. But so keep those follows coming. If you got friends that, you know, that might be into the Culture Junkies podcast and want to come on over, send them over to Twitch, hit that follow like, and maybe y'all win something really, really nice from GQ's little collection stash that's over there. All right, so we're going to move on to the next topic. So I think it was Kevin Feige came out a couple of days ago. Was it when
No. You got it a little bit backwards. You're jumping ahead. Disney comes after.
Yes.
We gonna talk about.
But no.
No. Hold on.
But
now,
it's
hold
related.
on.
It's
No,
related.
It is,
Hold
but
on
that's
now.
the
Hold
next one.
on.
But it's related.
We understand that, but
course
rated
it
R.
is.
We first of all we got to define.
We got to define. We got to talk about rated
there.
R.
But
you
you
can't
getting there.
get
You
there.
can't jump.
there.
You are
Hey, man.
skipping ahead.
You're skipping ahead.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
As soon as you
not.
said Kevin Feige, you skipped ahead.
Who made the announcement? Made you?
No.
Mind
That's
you.
not what we're talking about.
Look at the roadmap right there. Rated
But who
R.
made the announcement?
We understand.
100%.
Okay.
But that's
all right,
that's
fine.
not
All
what
right,
we're
fine.
talking about
See,
We got to
Sal,
define rated R. now.
Apparently, I'm not even allowed to moderate my own show anymore.
Because
It's our show.
Right.
it is.
So
our show. It's not your show.
apparently-
it's our show.
So,
you go.
you know,
Wait a
hey,
minute,
so
wait a
if you
minute,
want,
wait a minute.
never mind. You know what? We can spend all day arguing
no.
about this topic, and and going back and forth. We're not going to do that today. Today, we're going to talk about rated R movies because it was confirmed that Deadpool is coming to Disney as rated R. So who else needs to get the rated R treatment from Disney now that they're going to do this?
That wasn't even the topic either.
That is partially the topic. Who next? Who needs to be the next?
Who needs to be
Blade.
next? Yeah,
Well,
boom, right there.
Yeah, it would have to be Blade.
But then we just skipped the whole topic now. I guess we're not talking about rated R movies anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
yeah.
going to talk about like who else needs to get it.
But
Besides
that's-
just Blade.
That was
That's
that
not-
was part of the Disney part.
That's part of Disney.
Anyway, so I'll set it up for you.
Please.
We need to define because in this day and age, rated R does not mean the same thing it used to mean back in the 80s, back even in the 90s.
No.
Rated R is just kind of like something that needed to be redefined, and thanks to Deadpool, it has been redefined. But rated R movies, if you really look at it, it's just one of those situations where it's
Marcus
Ken
Smith.
Shield pulling
Marcus
Vince-
Smith.
Marcus Smith, you 100% right. Pulling a Vince McMahon, changing the show at the last second. Heck yeah, you sitting back there at gorilla position trying to just change it all up.
Okay.
SD Mays, 100% right. RoboCop was definitely RoboCop. RoboCop
Yeah,
actually
original RoboCop. Yeah, that was
original
hard.
RoboCop
Yeah,
was
yeah,
actually rated X before they had to cut a couple of things back.
Yeah.
You have to wonder what they pulled out to make that.
Oh no,
rated
no,
R.
you've never seen the uncut version?
I don't think I have.
Yeah.
Oh, you suck.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
I don't think
You
I have.
suck.
I think I own
Me
it.
and
but I don't
Dido
know if
about
I've
that
seen it.
uncut life,
When
dog.
the first time I saw that uncut one was before my current mindset about things, and that movie scared me. I was like, "Holy shit!"
Was it?
Bro,
was it-
the
how
way
old
they
were you?
they killed Murphy,
Yeah.
dude,
Oh, yeah, it was
wasn't
all-
even.
it was crazy.
They cut so much out of that.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god.
Make sure I know
Oh, you
about
want-
that.
Now I
Bruh.
remember. Now I remember now because he was like a slab of meat.
Wasn't
It was
Oh,
like
he don't remember.
it was like pro.
wasn't
No,
Buddy
I
that
do
got
remember.
shot
Shut
up?
up.
We said what? Wasn't it what?
Like,
Fallen?
wasn't Buddy that got shot up in the boardroom? Like,
Yeah.
like wasn't
Yeah,
that scene
it was
like,
longer.
Like 5
Right.
seconds
It was
longer?
I don't know
way
about
longer.
that. They just had him up on the table,
brutal.
just still getting like. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
my.
it took them a good 20 seconds to disconnect that Ed 209.
Punkanova, our new follower on Twitch, that was the other name I couldn't remember, said I didn't even remember. I didn't even know there was an uncut version.
Hey,
Yes.
Punkanova,
Yes.
You need to find it.
dude.
You
Look
need to
that
find
bad
it.
boy
Find it.
up. That thing is crazy. Like that was back. What is it? Peter Verhoeven or Paul Verhoeven?
Yeah,
Paul
Verhoeven?
Verhoeven. Paul Verhoeven.
That dude, that's a twisted individual, man. Because RoboCop, original RoboCop is crazy.
It is.
Like y'all have to definitely watch that.
And Omega's like back before Dado got desensitized.
Yeah, I mean, a lot has happened in the last 28 years or what have you.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, we've known each other for a very long time.
Long
King Amrock,
time.
you kind of quiet over there, man. You ain't
Yeah,
got
man.
nothing to say about these rated R movies, or are you not old enough to get into the theater?
Well,
That was cold, man. That was cold.
He's one of the youngest of us.
Yeah.
Hey, as the resident old guy, I get to make fun of all y'all ages.
what the hell?
Just come on, man. Come on, King. Come on, man. What you
I
got?
don't know. A lot of the rated R stuff that I was introduced to was it was honestly later in what I could remember of the life. Like what the hell was Spawn rated?
R.
no,
No,
There's an R
PG-13.
version.
There's
an
an
R
R
version?
I've never
Yeah,
seen a
because-
Spawn R.
Here's the thing.
I'm
all right?
upset about that.
Let me throw
wasn't
it.
Well,
really
let
rated
you
R.
say it.
He-
Let-
No. Go ahead, because he hasn't said anything. So go ahead.
Well, no, the stuff that I could remember that should have been rated R is like the things that are clouding my mind right now. Like Howard the Duck. Where in the hell was that? Was that?
That was PG-13.
rated? That was PG-13.
PG-13 with nudity.
Where in the hell did where did the line of this? Where was the standard line? What was R?
Everything.
Like that's
R-
I guess
Seven.
it was PG-13 because it was fake duck boobs. So like,
True
I
that.
don't know.
True
Duck
that.
tits.
Yep.
Yes, I remember that.
I don't
Yo,
know.
you know what?
Maybe
My
that's
mom,
why.
my mom took me to see that, and I was a little
Saying,
kid,
like,
That's hilarious.
and the
It's
duck tits and
got
everything were out there, and I was
R,
just
yeah.
like, "What the fuck?" I think she was like, "What the fuck?"
Yep. No, Kevin Molina is 100% right. R-rated Spawn is basically the director's cut
Yeah.
of that movie.
I didn't even know. I
Yeah.
haven't seen that either. I wouldn't. I
Again,
wouldn't see that.
this is part of the reason I buy physical.
One second.
Yes,
One second.
sir.
Punkanova, yes, I did set up the bot for the Discord command. It is !Discord, and it'll come through. It'll come through as a whisper on Twitch. Those of you that, now that I made this announcement, we just launched our new Discord community, so please come on over to Twitch, or we'll paste the link to our Discord invite, and you can join the community and talk to more of us there. It's please continue your thought, GQ. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
All right.
So yeah, no, that's part of the reason I would buy physical most of the time, because once stuff came to DVD, that's when you started getting your director's cuts. That's when you started getting your unrated versions and stuff. They used to do it on VHS too, but it was few and far between. But like, for example, you had obviously everybody knows about the Daredevil director's cut is way
So
better
much better.
than the theatrical version.
So much better.
You know, so,
Never
I mean,
watched it.
yeah.
Oh man.
I'll let you borrow
It
it.
put a bad taste in my mouth.
Well, see, okay.
Spat it out.
The,
Never
thing-
drank
the
again.
things that were bad about Daredevil are still there in the director's cut, but the story makes more sense.
Yeah, they tied the story together
Yeah.
way better in the director's cut.
Kind of like Highlander 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wink, wink.
pretty much. Pretty much. Man,
I
so
don't even remember the original cut of Highlander 2, so I
I
can't
do.
really compare it.
hey, I remember the original cut of Highlander Endgame, and that piece of crap,
Dame Dash.
huh?
With Dame Dash. you said?
That's the Dame Dash.
Nah, that's the one. Hold on.
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
It
everybody.
was.
Oh yeah, he's right. He's right.
one with
Holy
Dame
crap.
Hey man, Tony, I ain't gonna suffer you keep trolling me about Man of Steel. Where's the Man of Steel director's cut? It doesn't need one. It
hold
doesn't need
on.
one.
We're going to have this discussion because we're going to break down your boy Superman on a future show.
Oh, absolutely.
Because Man of Steel, if you really look at it, is not a good Superman movie. I'm just going to just straight up tell you that right now.
Anything that got Nolan attached. Well, never mind.
No, Nolan is decent. It's just
Nolan helped the movie to be competent, as far as I'm concerned.
right. That's about it.
Business
That's
is
about it.
Superman.
Hold on.
It doesn't.
I saw
I mean,
somebody
it
say.
wasn't like a.
It does
It
because
wasn't
it's garbage. Shut up,
horrible.
man.
Yeah,
Shut
I
up,
saw
man.
somebody mention Van Peebles. And that's
Mario
gotta be
Van
talking
Peebles.
about Mario
Oh,
Van
no.
Peebles. Highlander 3.
Oh no! Oh no!
I forgot all about that movie.
Yeah, no.
King to King, I've
I
been done
didn't
seen
hate
the
that
light.
one.
Yeah.
I didn't hate that one.
I need to go back and watch it.
I
was
haven't
gonna
seen
say,
it
I
in so
was-
long.
It's better than part 2 original cut.
Yeah.
But anyway, talk more about that later.
Yes, sir.
Sean Killer,
Killer,
what's up?
Killer,
What's
how
up,
you doing,
sir?
sir? Appreciate you checking in.
And thanks for the like out there, Casey Labiano. We appreciate everything that we got.
All right,
Yeah.
so are we ready to move on to the Disney
We
topic?
can
then?
move on to the Disney section now that we've
Um,
kind of. Oh, hold on.
Just really quick.
Go ahead.
Can I just mention something really quick?
Yeah,
I
sir.
think it was Mike Oliver that brought it up, and he said Marvel's Man thing, but that's a group character, so because he doesn't talk. So like, if they do that, it would have to be like a Midnight Sun situation,
Okay,
which
fair enough.
could be very well be rated R.
Fair enough. Hold on, before we jump to the Disney part of this
Uh-huh.
conversation,
Uh-huh.
we got to bring up the Expendables, because damn it, the first Expendables and the second brought R-rated movies back
Yeah,
because they were just fun and just
they were.
blood,
sure.
guts, and everything all over the place.
Now,
If there's
was
one,
Oh.
if there's one regret I have about those films is that most of the stars that were in them were a little bit out of their prime, a little
but,
bit
I mean,
out of
that
their
was the
prime.
point.
Oh
If,
God,
if
Isn't that the
can you
point?
imagine if
Oh,
they were
God.
like in the height of their powers, like
Dude.
in the 90s?
dude. First of
Then the
all,
movie
that
wouldn't
movie
have
would have cost $1
happened 'cause it
billion
would've been-
dollars.
I don't care!
In 90s
I
money.
don't care.
Go ahead, Megashawn.
And then it would have been 30 extra people owning Planet Hollywood. We don't need that to happen.
That movie came out at
But-
the exact right time. Go ahead.
But real quick before we move on, another good, and it's an actual comic book movie that definitely set the R standard was Polar.
Which one?
Oh, Polar with
Polar?
was that the one with the?
Oh,
It was based on a graphic novel, I believe.
Yeah.
And,
Watch it with
that
my
that
man
was R.
Bads. Was it Bads?
Mads,
in that one?
Mads
Mikkelsen?
Mikkelsen?
Mads.
He did an
Mads
action
Mikkelsen.
film.
Definitely an R.
That was a Netflix
every bit of
film.
a R.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
You have
think
to check it out.
John
Every
Wick.
bit of a R.
Oh, really?
Think freaking
But with
John.
Mads Mikkelsen?
Yeah,
I
well,
still only
he's like
see
this
him as the
badass
chief in
assassin,
Hannibal, man.
and he's trying to get out of the game, but they don't want to get him out, let him out because
Right.
they got to pay him a bunch of money, so they're trying to take him out. And
Well, Mads Mikkelsen is a great
work.
actor.
He is a
anyway.
great actor,
Like,
but
that
I didn't
dude-
think he was
100%.
doing a
Yeah.
Liam Neeson impression because that's what it
Nah.
sounds like he
First
was
of
doing.
First of all,
Oh no!
put some
no,
respect
no,
on
you-
Liam
you
Neeson's
gotta
name
watch
now.
it.
Liam Neeson been around
Definitely
since
put some
Liam
Crow.
respect
Neeson's
on
like
Liam
pee his
Neeson's
pants.
Yeah.
Right, Liam Neeson been
But
around
you
since
gotta
Crow.
watch Polar though.
Okay, we
Now,
will do that.
Now here's the
Definitely
thing,
a
though.
R, and it's a comic book movie.
Yeah, Polo
Okay.
is good. I like
Okay.
it.
I'll have to
I'll
check
have to check that out.
Now, here's the thing,
Absolutely.
real quick before we jump. Put some respect on Liam Neeson's name because he's been around since Crow. But take a little bit of that respect back because it took him 14 cuts to jump over a fence and take it 3.
I just
Oh, that
can't
will,
do
that
it.
will always like overshadow him for a while.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's funny.
Expendable age at that time. He was.
Dude, what do you mean at that time? The man was damn near 35 when he was in Crow.
But
Yeah.
listen, though, man, listen. You got to give him. You got to give him his credit because he was. What was it? Dark Man, right? Wasn't it
Of
Dark
course.
Yeah. Long since the days he was in
yeah,
Dark
Dark
Man.
Man was
Man?
amazing.
You got to give him his credit.
But
He's been
but
jumping
Crow
over fences for a
Crow
while.
came before Dark Man.
True.
Crow,
That's true.
dude, Crow is my movie. We're gonna have to have a discussion about them old '80s great movies that just. Man, we got a whole bunch of shows coming up this year. Damn it.
We do. All right, so
Hold on.
all right, so let's move on to the Disney topic, and the Disney topic is, you know what? I almost even just want to let GQ just do it. No, just do it.
All right, well, now, moving on to the Disney side of things, Deadpool, who we all know and love, Ryan Reynolds is a national Canadian treasure.
Yes, he is.
Apparently, Kevin Feige was like, look, man, I'm running this. Bob Iger, go sit in the corner. We understand you're the CEO of Disney. However, I am the CEO of Marvel. And he said Deadpool is going to be rated R and part of the MCU. So that's just amazing. Now, a lot of people have speculation. Are they going to go true R? Is he really gonna be part of the MCU, or is he gonna just It's like, no, I don't care. They'll make it work. That's all I can say. They've made a whole bunch of other stuff work. I will give them all the goodwill and faith that they can make this work.
Yeah, because no one expected Disney to actually fully commit to a over the top character like Deadpool.
Yeah,
and put him under his label. What was that?
I did.
I mean, no, we thought, well, it would only make sense for them to. We just didn't know if they would because they've always been so family friendly. You know what I mean?
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
Was.
Right.
It was, but yeah. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, man.
This is a corner that once back then you can't run out of. Like they bought Marvel. They have all this Marvel stuff. Marvel is their main star attraction right now. So you have something as famous as Deadpool. It doesn't matter what he's doing. You have to make that movie. It doesn't matter if it's rated R for Disney. You have to make it and make it rated R for Disney. Because if you say, oh, well, it's rated R, we ain't making Deadpool, you lost Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, like,
I agree with that.
Rocking a hard place with them. They probably signed that paper and hated it the whole time.
Now, first of all, you're wrong on that because Disney loves money.
Oh God,
Deadpool is money.
That.
They do.
Like,
The thing is, I just know, like, under the Disney banner or even Marvel Studios, they have like a certain reputation under that brand. However, the thing is that what makes Ryan Reynolds Deadpool genius is the fact that even when initially they first started it, obviously it was a huge hit that originally Fox had no faith in, which is very ironic in hindsight. And secondly, it's like when he made the movie, it was so, like, the way they set up the story was still so neutral that it could still be used in the event Marvel would buy Fox, which they eventually did. And that was like the beauty about the Deadpool movies. Now, you can say what you want about the second one because they did have some like the Fox X-Men characters like cameo in it, but as we know, and if you're familiar with Deadpool, like even when you read his own comics and like even if it does tie in with stuff, it's like he's always in his own little world. Like his stories just work with within the confines of how they're telling his story. So it could just be, but it could connect, but just still be bananas for no reason at all.
Oh, without a doubt.
That's like that's the genius of it. And I respect the hell out of Ryan Reynolds for being able to make this happen and still keep it. So far, he's the only one that we know that has kept his job as the character since the acquisition. So far,
he owned it so damn well.
They want Wolverine
character though.
Yeah,
like he was always like like we all like when he got it. Like I knew he would be perfect because he was, he would be the equivalent to me. Like when you first heard Robert Downey Jr. run his lines, you're like, oh my, this guy is a drunk in real life. And he does, and he's ready.
Right. Real quick, I want to bring up out of the chat.
Always,
Real quick, just not to cut you off, I want to bring up out of the chat. Kevin Molina said, if Disney has the sense to sign on the dotted line for R-rated films, hopefully this means in the future they make some of their films of their own without a subsidiary to hide behind.
Good point.
Hold on. I don't think they ever need to do that, and here's why.
Not at all.
Disney as a brand, matter of fact, Dadio, you take it.
Well, basically what I was going to say is that Disney is the overhead, but they're not Disney films. They're Marvel films. And Marvel, why not have a rated R?
Marvel's the brand.
Miramax is not Disney. I mean, it is.
Right.
That's the brand. So they can have rated R films. Disney branded films will never be rated R.
Right.
Marvel will.
Right.
Miramax will.
Right.
And even still, even with Marvel, because Marvel is almost at that point now, especially with the way Disney has handled it, Marvel is essentially almost at that point where Disney is at, where now Marvel has a almost synonymous thing of like, this is what you expect from a Marvel film. And parents have like that look of, oh, it's a Marvel film, it's safe.
Right.
I think what they need to bring out is the Marvel Knights brand.
Mm-hmm.
Then you put all of your R-rated stuff under Marvel Knights.
Now,
you can go Blade, you can go Deadpool, whatever.
Right, and that brings up a very another. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If they can try to do something to like blur the lines between what they can consider R and give us, something that's still a little more stern than a Disney movie, that would be fine. But the R properties, like a lot of them, well, not even a lot of them. One major one that if were made into a movie would have to be R is no longer Marvel. And that's Spawn.
Well,
Like,
Yeah,
that's
well,
a
here's-
property
image,
that
but
they wouldn't even
yeah.
have, but that would be the next thing in line to be like a native R-rated movie kind of deal.
Well, the one thing I was going to bring up is that in the discussion when Kevin Feige was kind of like making a lot of announcements about upcoming projects, in the interview, I think it was with IGN, I think when he was doing it, he had said that, you know, never say never to like the Punisher or Luke Cage or Jessica Jones coming back, and obviously that will fall underneath the Marvel Knights
Please
banner.
don't talk about the Punisher right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk about the Punisher right now, and like retiring his logo, which is I think is completely stupid. Yet, yes, it's being it's being misused by a
because
bunch
people
of
don't understand.
crazy people.
Punisher
Yeah.
would kill those guys.
No, he would. He
Those
absolutely
guys
would.
get
Like
murdered.
he wiped them all
They
out.
wouldn't have made it to the building.
Yeah.
Right.
It's crazy, man. But
So true.
I'm just, oh my God.
So, question.
Punisher.
what's your question there, Megashawn?
I mean, because I'm sure we've addressed it a while ago, but I'm just asking to refresh myself when the Titan brought it up, what umbrella at the time, what umbrella was Jessica Jones and Daredevil and Luke Cage? What was that under? Because that would have been
Netflix.
That was
That
that was
Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah,
It
that
was
was
still Marvel TV though.
Yeah, it was still Marvel
Right.
TV, but
It
it was
was-
Netflix.
It was a different division, but it was
So, I have
Netflix.
a question.
Netflix was like the main thing you saw.
Right.
okay. So if no matter what, Deadpool toys are gonna sell, right? No matter what.
Right.
So what if?
right.
So what if them being them? What if they release? Because I don't think they're trying to make $1 billion off of that film. What if that is released via the app?
Disney Plus.
It would be interesting.
Right. I'm saying what if because it as opposed to it being in the theater and possibly tarnishing that Disney brand. Like what if it's just put in the app where it's more? You know what I'm saying?
Where it's more
they can-
controlled. Where it's more controlled.
Right,
okay.
right.
Like maybe locked
Because no
behind like
matter
some
what,
kind of
because-
mature paywall or
right.
something like that.
Because the money that they're gonna make from WandaVision from from the 2021
Yeah.
movie list.
Yeah.
I don't think they're sweating.
Well,
I don't think that's
they
what either.
could. They could make like a Marvel category in Hulu if they wanted to. Just
Okay.
to like
Right.
they
Gotcha,
could
gotcha.
do that. Now with it being Disney Plus, it would kind of be like a weird thing because again, like the Miramax, Touchstone, and all the above. But I think their way of handling that would be to kind of make just like we were saying, like a Marvel Night section
Mhm.
on
sure.
Hulu where they would
For
like
sure.
have like the more mature rated Marvel stuff or whatever. It's like it's still going to be in a banner, but obviously if you want to see it, it's like, hey, this is other avenue that you got, and plus you can still get a lot more content or whatever. And plus they have the bundle with that in ESPN, so you can't really lose
Exactly.
out on too much with that.
They,
And
they,
then if it
they
has,
have,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
they have everything. They
Everything.
like you said, like the toys would sell. Of course, with a new Deadpool movie coming out, there's going to be a new game, right?
Exactly.
But
Could
check
be.
this out. Disney a while ago, a year ago, something like that, did something very smart, which gives me hope that that's going to be a complete masterpiece. And they picked up John Drake, who was like big shit at PlayStation.
Mhm.
And then they hired him for the Disney Games division and then got Marvel. So, like, there's a very good chance that something great's coming even out of that.
Well, even out of the chat, Marcus Smith says if they can put Deadpool in a Spider-Man cartoon, then Disney can do Deadpool, the way he's supposed to
Oh
be
yeah.
done. So I mean,
Yeah.
They have.
No matter what,
Yeah.
they're gonna get their money off Deadpool tenfold. So why not, like Fallen Marvel had said, just put him on Hulu, and then for us, junkies, you
Right.
could watch that, and then that would tie in, to the movies one way or another. But obviously, a 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old don't need to see that, and they probably wouldn't understand the Easter egg or the tie-in anyway to any other
Here's-
movies in the MCU.
Before we jump to the this big announcement we do have to make, but here's why I don't think you need to necessarily separate it to that degree. Because at the same time, granted, Hulu is a great platform, and you get some good toy sales, but a $800 million payday from the box office is something that you do not want to pass up on. You can
But what
always.
if they don't?
What do you mean? What if they don't?
charge?
Every
What if
single
they
Deadpool
charge?
movie has made $750 plus.
Mm-hmm.
$750? Oh yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah,
That's a
you
lot.
don't that between the two
As
of
an
them,
R-rated
that's
movie?
$1.5 billion.
Right.
Okay, so question: if over 21, or over 18,
Mm-hmm.
would you think they would pay $25-$30 to watch it? Like I'm saying, like if it was on
Disney
streaming.
Plus.
Dude, I honestly, here's the thing. I
I'm
do
just saying
not
to
think.
make up for that money because
No, I understand that, but look at what happened even with Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was a
Wait,
big.
no, don't you do it? Don't you do it?
But
Don't
it's
you-
the
don't
truth.
you do it.
It is literally.
Now let him finish.
It is
Let him
literally
finish
the
now. Come on.
truth because that was a box office draw.
Yep.
Level movie.
Yep.
We knew that movie was based on previews and all that was a box office level draw.
We said it was easily $1 billion.
Right.
Easily.
And that movie flopped
Was a
hard. Now,
train
granted,
wreck.
the movie itself was not good,
Right.
but let's just be real. That's the experiment right there. That's why Disney has been sitting back and all of those announcements coming to theaters, Black Widow coming to theaters, Doctor Strange 2. Everything they said is coming to theaters because they want to recoup that big
That
money
money.
they spent making them.
Right.
And
but
you
that
know
movie-
Disney knows the game.
Yep.
Not going to
Yeah,
streaming.
and the
at
interesting thing,
all.
like on top of it is like we heard murmurings that with those movies, they said like in the event they do drop the movie on streaming the same day as theaters, like on the Marvel side, they are supposedly like open up the negotiation to make sure that the people who worked on the films are going to be properly compensated.
Right.
Because let's face it, AT&T kind of pulled the rug out from under people who worked at Warner Brothers with the streaming thing. So
Which
it's
is
like
which is a topic coming up next week. We will
Yes,
dive
it
head first into that.
Yes,
bad
it
boy.
is. All right. So finish your thought, and then we're gonna move on to the big announcement.
Well,
Colin.
basically, I'll just bring
Yeah.
some Disney rated R movies. You got Punisher. You got the Blade. You got Deadpool, of course. You got Marvel characters.
Would you
that
want
are
another
coming.
Wolverine?
Hey, yeah. Well, yes, and it's gonna be kind of hard to follow up that Logan movie, and
I don't think
you know
so.
people are gonna compare it to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like because that was rated R if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
That was
I don't think it's gonna be hard, but yeah, I understand. I
a
understand.
rated R Wolverine versus Hulk would do numbers.
yeah,
Oh.
it would. Just Wolverine versus Hulk would be
Because this is
freaking bad.
Wolverine
Johnny Lawrence
pre-X-Men
badass.
being sent after the Hulk. A rated R version
And
of
you
that
got
would do
Wendigo in there too.
Now that you can release in the theater.
Heck yeah.
Better release.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So wait,
That'd be awesome.
well, I do have a question though. Before we move on, we had mentioned Blade real quick, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Mahershala
we are
Ali.
fans of Mahershala. You know, to me, I thought he was iconic to me in Luke Cage. But
Oh, yeah.
do you do that R and then lose those black youth dollars? Like what would y'all think would be the best bet to attack that? Because
Okay.
Hey man,
I
Okay,
do
wait a
think
minute.
that it
Real
should
quick.
be R.
On
But
that-
just think about it.
Real quick
'Cause
on
they-
the black.
'cause
Wait,
they
just
whitewashed it.
hold on. Let me say this.
All right, go ahead.
On the Black Youth dollars, you know full well all of us in this room
Yep.
were seeing R-rated movies.
Yep.
Before we technically were supposed to be seeing R-rated movies.
These times are different now.
I mean,
It don't matter.
I
It
got
don't matter.
I don't know about the theater. My
It don't matter.
dad, dude, I got a story. My dad took us to the movies, and he said, "I'm going to go see Terminator 2," and we had to go see Naked Gun 22nd and whatever the hell it was called.
Well, first of all, that's only because you didn't have that full beard that you've had since age
Yeah.
13.
No, I had
when
that
you could have
beard
walked
when I
in the
was
theater.
5 years old. But no, we did. What happened is our movie ended before Terminator 2, so me and my brother just walked into Terminator 2, found a seat and watched it, and you know, it was in the beginning. I think it was at the Siege for whatever the hell, if I remember correctly.
I
But,
mean, yeah, and Terminator 2 wasn't even like an R movie like that. Like any
It's just
kid should
violence.
have been able. Like it
Yeah.
was all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Terminator 2 was awesome, though.
But
All the toys they sold from that movie, please.
But to recoup the money, then do they wash it how they washed the first three with Wesley? Because you know, minus the young lady whose name slips my mind, you know, it wasn't a minority field movie. It was him, essentially. And then you have, you know, Ryan Reynolds came along with
As
Jessica
Deadpool,
Biel.
but not
It's
really.
Deadpool. Yeah.
Right.
Hannibal
Yeah,
King.
right.
But
That
it
was
was
a
really
whole nother.
Yeah, man.
That's what
Hannibal
I'm saying,
King, but it was
though.
really
So
Deadpool.
then, do
Yeah.
they wash it to make it work? As far as profit goes, like do they put Zac Efron and John Cena
Wow.
in there.
I
you know
don't
what
think
mean?
they. I
No,
don't think
I
they
don't
need
think
to,
so. I
man.
don't
They
think they'll do that.
again, if they
I doubt it.
if they go Marvel Knights with it and it's potentially R-rated, I think Blade just needs to be Blade.
Yeah.
All
All right.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Announcement. Go ahead, sir.
All right, so we have a fantastic announcement to bring to you all in the Culture Junkie Nation. It is thanks to you, our dedicated fans, that we have finally crossed the threshold. We have hit Twitch affiliate.
All right.
We will be now, unfortunately, for some of you that watch Culture Junkies Live on other networks, YouTube and Facebook, Culture Junkies Live will be moving exclusively to Twitch moving forward. I don't know if it'll be next week. I believe we're going to do it next week or within the next few
probably
weeks.
will be next week.
Within the next few weeks,
Sign
we're going to
up
be
for
moving.
Twitch,
Yeah,
baby.
so
Yep.
we need to be so make sure that you do not miss on any future episodes of Culture Junkies Live. We need you to come over to our Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/Culture Junkies, and please hit us with that follow so we can keep this great interaction
Hit
that
us
we've
with
been
that
having
subscription.
today going. And when we get the subscriptions going, my gosh, we got a lot of great stuff coming for you all. We got emotes. We're going to have other giveaways for subscribers, like the shirt, like the T-shirt here. We're going to have other Culture Junkie shirts, maybe not this fine, embroidered shirt that GQ's got on.
Also T-shirts for
I think
sale.
it's a little yeah, so, but we're also going to have some T-shirts for sale, exclusive Patreon stuff and stuff. It's just going to be 2021 is definitely the Culture Junkies year, and we want to make sure that you're all going to be a part of it. So make sure you come over to our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Culture Junkies, and we want to thank each and every one of you for supporting us on our journey thus far. We couldn't have done it without you.
Yep,
I definitely mean that.
Again, so it's like he said, there's no disrespect to any of the other platforms.
Yeah.
There are rules when it comes to Twitch and this particular level of Twitch where you cannot broadcast at the same time to other
Right.
platforms.
Right.
So in order to, like you said, continue this journey and to basically, like I said, continue to grow, that's one of the things we're going to have to conform to. Like, we have to go live exclusively on Twitch on Wednesdays. So that's part of the deal. Go ahead.
But we will still have a lot of great things for you guys in store. GQ is about to be ready to launch his 2021 collections of what's in the box. He's going to have his Blu-ray reviews.
Yep.
And actually, I want to announce this also today, is that King Amarak, our good friend Maze, is over on Twitch. We're going to be bringing you an anime podcast that'll be on YouTube, but we're also going to broadcast live on certain special occasions. So we're going to be bringing anime content, in podcast form to all of the Culture Junkie Nation, because we think that you all are going to be hungering for it. So make sure you watch out for that. News releases and dates, they'll be forthcoming very soon, so be on the watch out for that. All right, fellas, let's get to the main event. And the main event today is, let's talk about those awesomely bad movies that are out there, like just the ones that we love but everybody else says is just terrible. All right, so actually, GQ, why don't you go first? You're the big film connoisseur around here. You and Fallen Marvel.
Okay, here's part of
leave me out.
Oh no,
of
Dido's
course
definitely
not.
in there. Dido's definitely in there.
But do you
My
have?
God.
I'm so sorry, man. I'm not
I
trying
may
to
not
offend
collect
nobody.
everything, but I guarantee you I watch way more genres of movies than almost anybody I know, because I purposely will watch bad movies, because in order to know what shit is, sometimes you got to eat it.
Manos hands
I don't
of
think
fate.
I like that analogy, man.
Manos
Can you not do
hands
that?
of fate, baby.
Can you not
That's
do
not
that?
a. Yeah, that's
You
not
gotta
the
eat
greatest
your
analogy.
food. You gotta
Yeah,
It's
man.
not the greatest. I'm just saying, there's a lot of people out there that say this movie
Wow.
is trash.
Shut up,
They don't even know what
Takeem.
trash is.
Shut up.
Fair
son.
enough. No,
No,
like
sir, you don't know what trash is.
No, I know what trash is.
Have you seen Santa's Sleigh?
yeah.
Starring,
Have you seen Clownado?
Wait, Clownado?
Clownado. Until you watch Clownado,
You
you.
get this man a shield.
Oh man. Oh my God. That's
Right.
hilarious.
Wow.
Damn
Oh
movie
my
on
God.
fire.
Wow.
The worst
Fire.
I've
That-
seen was movie 43. So
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
movie
try
43
not
was
to-
pretty daggone bad.
I try not to
Supposed to have been
Yeah.
a blockbuster movie, but it was bad.
Yeah.
But no, going back to what the question that was posed to me, like for example, like a lot of people like to bring up, like obviously Masters of the Universe. They like
My
to bring
favorite.
up Mario Brothers. They like to bring up Double Dragon.
Yeah.
Here's the problem with even discussing those in some instances, or even like the old Dolph Lundgren Punisher. some of those movies have good merits, good things about them, but then you run into the issue. You all right?
I hurt my hand.
Stop
Hold it in.
Stop doing
Sorry.
them late night porno watching.
Wow.
But
Oh wow.
nah, so like hey, you set yourself up for that with that hand motion.
Videos.
You set yourself up for that with that hand motion, brother. But no, like, here's the issue with those movies for me. They have merits, they have good parts about them, but the problem is they're named Masters of the Universe, Mario Brothers. There's like they have those names on them, so you expect certain things. That's like you go to a car lot and you buy what looks like a Lamborghini. Then you get in that bad boy and you see it only goes 80 miles an hour. And it's just like, hold on. I did not buy a Pontiac Fiero. I expected this thing to be a Lamborghini. So when you put certain names on certain movies
Pontiac
like Mario
Fiero.
Brothers,
Love that.
like Mario Brothers, I
bet
expect
you watched the
Bowser
Superman.
to be a drag.
Oh, look at that. We got a new follower, Razor Black 23.
Appreciate you, Razor
Thank you,
Black
bro.
23.
I
Thank
bet
you for the follow,
that
sir.
must be that might be Kevin Molina.
I
He
don't
loves
know,
Michael Jordan,
I
so it
don't
might be
know
him.
who it is.
Yeah.
But so like if you put Mario Brothers on it, I expect Goombas that aren't 6 feet tall. I expect right.
With
I
them little
expect-
bitty heads?
Right. I expect Bowser to be a dragon
Yeah.
or a whatever the hell he actually is, but I expect him to be that. I expect pipes. I expect you know what I'm saying? Like there's a whole bunch of stuff when you say Mario Brothers, I expect.
That's what that whole thing that you're saying, that one
got
word.
Yoshi.
It's expectation. And yeah, going into those movies, you're going to have those expectations.
Right.
But usually what happens is, for me, at least now, because I've gotten older, I don't have those expectations, and I can just sit there and watch the movie and be like, you know what? Like, for example, for this show, I did go back and watch Super Mario Brothers, and I'm thinking, if you don't think about it as a Mario Brothers movie, it could have been like one of those movies that, you know, them trying to help save somebody and a science fiction dystopian, you know, movie. If they some of that music they could have got rid of, but it was trying to push for a dystopian science fiction type thing. That's not Mario, but you know.
But see, that's literally like you're telling me, all right, GQ, we're gonna go see Avengers: Infinity War, and then Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman show up, and it's just like, dude, I expected Avengers: Infinity War because that's what the marquee said.
Yeah, and
So,
that,
I mean,
that
That sounds like
hurts
them
a whole
broke ass
bunch,
toys you
most
find in
definitely.
Taiwan, man. That's what that sounds like.
But like the Punisher, the Dolph Lundgren Punisher, I didn't see anything wrong with that movie.
That movie was awesome.
It was a movie that was from the 80s, and it was a action movie from the 80s.
That
And I don't
movie
see how
was
people
awesome.
could think it was even bad. He
I
was
loved
murking
it.
people left and right.
Left and right. I loved
Like
it.
he was not Thomas Jane. Thomas Jane, like,
As Preem brought it up to me, Frank Castle doesn't act like that. He wasn't like that.
what do you mean? Just,
Like
he was
living
very cut
underground,
off.
but he was very cut off. But he wasn't like living underground. You know, cut off from the entire world and stuff like that. He did kind of somewhat socialize because he had allies. He had Chip and stuff like that. So Frank Castle wouldn't necessarily act much like
But
Dolph
he needed-
Lundgren. Now, would he
that
be as
action
violent?
movie edge.
Right, but would he be as violent as the Dolph Lundgren Punisher? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And that's the part that I loved about
Yeah.
it.
Well, to stay on track, hold on. Let's get the
Reactions.
reactions from the remotes.
Sure.
So Fallen or Megashawn or whoever wants to go first.
I'll go first. It's like, since we talk about Punisher, the thing is, even with that being said, I still kind of look is some issues that the movie definitely had. I actually look back on Punisher Warzone a little more fondly.
What?
Oh, Punisher Warzone was that deal, man.
I thought the movie actually had Punisher down rather well for what it was. Was it goofy at times? Very much so. But I think, like, as far as characterization of the Punisher goes, I honestly think Rafe Stevenson did his thing in that.
Oh, no doubt.
I really do. So,
No
but
doubt.
was it a goofy movie? Hell yes. But I enjoyed it.
Okay, that's fair. Amaraki, you got one? Megashawn, you got one? That you just love, even though you know it's terrible?
Well,
Oh,
just to be. Go ahead.
Oh no, I got a weird sense of what's horrible. Like I watched Rubber, which was a movie about a killer tire, and I've watched the entire Fast and Furious franchise.
I mean, you know what? There was a list on the Ringer and of giving like the top 50 bad good movies, and Fast 5 was on there because Fast 5 was so over the top into like cartoonish, clownish, you know, it just like totally abandoned the ship as far as like trying to even be serious or remotely serious. But that's what made it great.
Came in with,
right? That was the first one that had The Rock in it. But that's what made it great.
Oh dear Lord.
Yeah,
every choice was a bad choice. It just turned out to be hilarious. It wasn't even like they were just great.
Oh my God, are you seeing some of these choices here?
It was nuts.
You see some of these comments in the chat?
Killer
God,
Clowns from Outer Space,
Garbage Pail Kids movie? Like who?
Oh my God! Oh no!
That's out of the chat.
That's one. Garbage Pail Kids is one I look back on with cringe.
Well,
How could you not?
I thought it was entertaining as hell as a kid, but yeah.
Did you really?
Don't watch it.
Even as a kid, I thought that thing was trash.
You gotta remember, he was a little bit younger.
Again, this was like in the era where like Ren and Stimpy and Rocko's Modern Life was a thing. So it's like, you know, I was like in that era. So looking back on Garbage, I thought it was entertaining as hell. But obviously, you get older and look back on something. Now, Rocko's Modern Life is still that deal, but Ren and Stimpy not as much. And then again, looking back on Garbage Pail Kids, it's like, oh, what was I thinking?
Right. all right, Megashawn.
Megashawn, what you got?
So real quick, Punisher was solid. The other one, Double Dragon and Mario, I don't care what anybody says, are both abominations. So I don't care who it is.
I don't think anyone is disputing that.
Those movies are terrible. Now, Masters of the Universe,
loved it.
I get why people don't like it, but as I was talking to the Titan earlier this morning, that Skeletor for me, like,
Franklin
made it all work, and I just put it all together. But another movie I want to throw in there real quick, that first G.I. Joe movie was awful. But
the Rise of Cobra,
the one with Marlon Wayans,
the robots,
I believe.
Yeah,
that was
the Rise of Cobra, right?
It wasn't great to me, but I didn't hate it.
The second one was better.
Again, I didn't grow up with G.I. Joe like that, so
maybe that's my issue. That could be.
And there's Mike Oliver saying Street Fighter was horrible.
Street Fighter is a guilty pleasure, brother.
Indeed.
Now
sir.
it is. I was extremely disappointed after seeing it in the theater.
Well, shit, you were extremely disappointed by Resident Evil.
Well, Resident Evil was a different kind of expectation.
Yeah.
And that was Resident Evil 2, not the first one.
Oh, I could have sworn it was the first one.
No, it was Resident Evil 2.
Okay.
All right, we got to turn it over to the people because we took up a lot of your time. We apologize, but we had that big announcement to make in Disney Talk. So,
all right, so the power is yours, everybody.
We're not going to talk about Dungeons and Dragons.
Why not?
Well, you know, we can't now. Hey, if people want to talk about Dungeons and Dragons, we're going to talk about Dungeons and Dragons. If that's what the people want to talk about, that's what we're going to talk about. His mama called him Clay. I'm going to call him Clay.
Be good, and it just wasn't.
Wow.
Like, it's not horrible, but it's just the movie didn't do anything for me. Like, as far as Dungeons and Dragons go, it was just there.
All right, Imora Nightmare.
That was just like one of those movies with there.
What do we think about the Harry Potter game being pushed back?
I didn't know there was a game coming.
I didn't either, but here's the thing. Here's what you have to understand about anytime hopefully, back in the day, all us older gamers remember this. When Rare announced that they was pushing something back, you actually were happy.
Yeah.
Because that meant they was about to polish it and put a bunch of stuff in it. Game companies nowadays, it's not the same thing.
Cyberpunk.
So a pushback might be a good thing, it might be a blessing, or it might be a curse. So it's really hard to say on that. Legend of Chun-Li. Oh my God, who brought that up?
Oh my God, no.
That's a good thing.
Hand of Omega is right about that. Like, Chun-Li.
Kevin Molina was bringing that up.
To be believed.
Yeah, he said, look over there and said, like, see, where in the hell did that go wrong?
At the same time, there's also another little adaptation out there called King of Fighters, which was the
We watched King of Fighters and Tekken in the same day one time. Boy, you want to talk about some just terrible.
Terry Bogard was just like this.
Just some dude. Like
Tekken bad, but it had some entertainment value. In it. It was bad, but there was like some entertainment value there. King of Fighters was just a
King of Fighters. Hey, wasn't there?
Dead or Alive was bad too.
No, Dead or Alive has some
Dead
charm.
or Alive, I can enjoy it.
Dead or Alive has charm. Dead or Alive has charm because
Dead or Alive was another movie that was bad, but had something.
Please explain the charm.
Kevin Nash as Bass was freaking perfect, dude. That was perfect casting. Kevin Nash was Bass. I think Jamie Presley was Tina. What's her name? Devin Aoki was not good as Kasumi because she's just boring.
Yeah.
She's just as an actress, she's boring.
Naldi, I have to think. Naldi is McGraw 84. Naldi, I have to think. You saying Dead or Alive is good. I don't know about that, man. I'm sorry, dude.
Hey,
Wait a minute.
I don't know about that, Naldi, man. I don't know.
Here's
if
the
you
crazy
better say
thing.
Wait.
They had a volleyball scene right, and it was the same time when that volleyball game had just come out.
Who played Zach in that movie?
Brian White or something
They
like that.
should have got freaking
Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, but no.
Dennis Rodman did do his voice in one of the games.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yes,
But
he
my
did.
man Brian White actually can fight though, because
Yeah.
he was the same dude that played Raven in Tekken.
And he did a good job. I enjoyed Dead or Alive. I haven't seen it in a few years, but I
let you
enjoyed
borrow it.
watching it. Yeah.
Wow.
Earth, Wind, Fire, Water. Oh, Sean Keller over there for summoning
Doing
Captain Planet.
Entertaining good. There's a such thing as entertaining. We need to come out with a word that means it's entertaining, therefore you were entertained by it, but not necessarily good.
Plus, the girl that played Christy in the DOA movie was actually really attractive.
See, this is what makes me think that's what's coloring your life for the movie.
Eric Roberts was in it. That's all you need to hear.
Eric Roberts.
Eric Roberts.
Okay, all right.
Eric Roberts is that deal, man.
We need
That
to
dude
talk
is
about Max Payne.
I have to hang on a second. I have to give
God.
a special shout out to Marwan Williams because he brought up something I haven't thought of in a long time.
All right, what you got?
Do you guys remember TC 2000 with Billy Blanks and Bolo Young?
Yeah, I do. I do remember that.
That movie's in my queue to
remember
watch.
that.
God.
It's on free on
I haven't thought
YouTube.
about
I
that
think.
movie in years, bro.
That's crazy. That is
Dude,
great.
thank
Hold
you
on.
for that. Well, I haven't thought about that in quite some time.
Jumping further back into the chat real quick, Hand of Omega said no love for Dune. I personally have zero love for Dune.
I have no love for Dune
because I watched
either.
that movie a long time ago. Dune.
Boring as hell, dude.
Dune or Doom?
Dune. D-U-N-E.
Dune.
Oh,
Original Dune.
yeah.
That
The
movie
one
they
that actually had Patrick Stewart was in it. Kyle MacLachlan was in it. Yeah.
They've been trying to make that movie for the last 50 years.
Dude,
It's
this shit was boring as hell,
right.
man.
Dune is one of those films that needs the Lord of the Rings treatment. That's the only way you're going to get that story told, because Dune is such a long, huge universe building story that it's like they've been trying to do like, oh, we're going to do a movie. You can't do a movie. You have to do a freaking trilogy or something, man. That's the only way they're going to get that done.
3 VHS tapes long, and I loved every one of them, by the way. I'm hating this part of the conversation.
Well, I'm glad that you
sorry.
like that.
I'm sorry.
I'm glad you like
Have-
Dune.
Have fun
It's
with
just-
Dune.
Right.
It's just, dude. Like I've tried to watch that movie when I was a kid.
No.
and it bothered me about the part with the fat man flying around pulling stuff out and dripping oil all over his
Your
body.
father
Then I
liked
tried
that
to watch.
movie,
My
right?
dad is a science fiction nut. He
Right.
loves science fiction. He writes science fiction.
Right.
He has a book out.
Hey,
that
you
can-
know what? Hannah Mega says Dune should be a cable TV series. I mean, that could work. I mean,
They
hell,
did that
that's what
before,
made
though.
Dune so awesome.
They did that already.
They did.
They did it on
already.
Sci-Fi.
This is the
Oh, that's
third
right,
time
they
We
did.
covered it on.
That's
during
right.
Fantastic
I remember.
Con.
You're right. You're right about that. I forgot about
and
it.
even that wasn't that great.
Right. I ignored it.
literally- It needs Peter Jackson to
Yeah.
say, look, give me 3 movies and $1 billion in budget for all 3 of them or something so I can get this done. That's about the only way
So-
that's going to
Tekken,
work.
aka Booty Butt Cheeks.
I don't think this one will work.
Booty
Butt cheeks. I appreciate that. Oh man.
What'd you say? What'd you say, King Amrock?
No, I saw Spice go up in the chat. I thought
No, that was in relation to Dune. That was in relation to Dune.
Yeah, because a lot of people thought I said Doom. Because
Yeah.
I saw a whole bunch
No,
of Doom
Doom.
suck. Hey, The Rock was awesome in Doom. I don't
He
care.
was.
Hey,
I think that's the only movie he was the bad guy.
Who
in.
saw? Yeah, who saw
Yeah,
that
it
heel
is.
turn coming?
Moran,
So
let's see.
Marwan, yeah.
Marwan Williams, Kroll.
Resident Evil
Kroll,
franchise.
Was Kroll really a bad movie though?
No, dude.
I didn't think
the
so.
Second movie,
Kroll-
it dropped significantly in
Wait,
quality.
which
and
one?
The second movie wasn't all that
Talking
great.
about Resident Evil.
Oh.
Yeah, well,
You know,
yeah. The second movie.
Well, that's
was-
because what's his name married the freaking
Yeah.
star of the movie.
Yeah.
The director married the star of the movie. So
Who was that? It was Mila Jovovich and what
And,
was her
Paul
name?
Anderson, I
Paul
think.
Anderson.
Yeah.
W.S.
It was
Anderson.
just
Yeah.
nepotism ever since. Like, it
Right.
was just pure nepotism ever
Hey,
since.
hey, who said Excalibur was bad? Who said Excalibur was
I don't
was
know.
bad?
Mike Oliver
Yeah.
said it was amazing.
Dude, Excalibur was incredible.
Opinions on WandaVision.
how
Unfortunately,
people
I
hit
haven't
on
seen it
Resident
yet.
Evil and not Underworld.
Hold on. Somebody wants a
like almost the
GQ
same quality.
goatee emote.
mean,
Y'all
I
trying to
don't
say
know.
that? Y'all trying to say that fresh salt and pepper goatee?
Didn't have the same money, is what that was.
Legend.
Hey, that's a good question. Hand of Omega's like
Which better?
Hand of
Kroll or
Omega's like
Legend?
Kroll
I like
versus Legend. Which
more.
one is better? And it's absolutely Legend.
Yeah,
No,
I like
it's
Legend.
absolutely Kroll.
I like
Okay,
Legend.
no,
more.
it's Legend.
We
Legend
gonna
is-
have that discussion
We're
during
gonna have
that
that.
Yeah, that's
particular
fine.
show.
Okay.
But Kroll is the blueprint for an RPG movie, all day, every day. That movie was literally you started off
It had
with
the coolest
guy.
weapon. I'll give you
Hell
that.
Yeah, the
Had
glaive.
the coolest. Yeah, the
Dude,
glaive was sweet.
I will gladly pay on Tuesday for somebody to send me a glaive today. But like freaking like it starts off with the hero who meets the old sage, who meets their magician, who meets their band of thieves. Like that movie was like, if you want to like look, you make an RPG movie. All right, look, go watch Kroll. And once you watch Kroll and completely understand it, then you can write the script for your RPG movie. Because dude, that movie was awesome.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, we're
Absolutely
gonna
was.
have this discussion. It's
Yeah,
gonna
we
be
are.
fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. But you know,
Junkies Civil War.
yeah, but you know what? Is Megatron still there? I need to let him finish. You know, everybody finish their thoughts because we reached.
We
unfortunately
bumped a
time.
little bit far.
Yeah.
But, you know, go ahead, make Sean.
Wait, finish my thought in regards
Oh,
to.
to anything because
Yeah.
we need to wrap up the show.
Just make sure you ain't
Oh,
sitting too
well,
close to the camera, cutting off that forehead.
Oh wow! Look, I'm gonna get the mic. I'm gonna get the camera in situation.
No, you're gonna come in the
Wednesday.
studio one of these days.
That's right.
When y'all were talking about Dune, I had asked, what do y'all think? You know, do you think this movie, whenever it does release, will be able to live up to it?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't
The
know.
movie does look colossal, but
Well,
based on y'all
who's
saying
directing
3 movies?
I forget.
You know.
Can you look that up real fast? Who's directing Dune?
Yeah,
Who's
'cause, I mean, the movie
directing
looks
Dune?
fantastic, but again, you know, we've
The
been
trailer
fooled
just
before.
came out like recently. I think
Well,
somebody
the
just said
movie was
the
supposed to
trailer.
come out 2020, right?
Well,
No,
here's the
It was yes.
yeah.
Because this still says release date December 18th.
Wow.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Here's the thing: if we ever
Dennis
truly,
Villeneuve.
do an episode or a talk about Dune,
Villeneuve.
Dennis Villanueva,
Yeah.
Yeah, Villeneuve.
I forgot some of the stuff.
No,
he's
you
done.
got to pronounce it French. He says French Canadian.
Okay, fair enough. If we
I don't know
ever
how
do
to
a
do that.
Dune discussion, we have to have Hand of Omega in studio because he's
We got to.
about the damn near only one
I
among
mean,
us that can.
he give us a whole education
can lay
because
it out.
I'm just like
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm lost. Yeah, I'm completely lost.
Oh,
same guy who directed the Blade Runner,
which
sequel.
I didn't really watch, so I don't care.
I watched it
Well,
and
no,
I liked
I
it.
enjoyed that one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I,
that's
I
fair.
enjoyed that movie.
Oh, Mike Oliver, good one. We definitely need a new Crow movie.
Yeah.
If we can find some really interesting story to tell, great director,
Jason
great
Momoa.
actor. Don't let Ray Fisher do it.
No, wow, that
No,
Jason Momoa.
They originally was
Ray
supposed to do
Fisher's done in Hollywood, man.
Yep.
Ray Fisher is done in Hollywood for sure.
All
Like
right.
the
Any
movie
other
got
any other final thoughts, concerns, questions?
I do. Well, yeah, I do have something real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, from something that was formed from a group of fellas, in the basement, and then to now for you all.
You know
to
what? Hold on, real
have
quick.
become-
Let's get cameras back up for this.
Yeah,
one.
he's getting
He's
sentimental.
He's
getting
going all
sentimental.
deep.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's getting sentimental now.
Look at this.
Come on, man.
About
Go
to tear
ahead,
up.
go ahead,
Look
throw
at
it out
about to
there.
tear up and everything.
I'm not. Nobody's tearing up. I don't. Anyway,
Get this man a
Oh.
tissue.
I just definitely want to say, you know, it has been a journey for you all, and definitely congratulations. I mean, I'm obviously saying it to myself as well, but obviously you all have been consistent and dedicated to it. So definitely congratulations to the Twitch affiliation. You know, and I wish us all, whoever all, you know, nothing but success.
Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, man.
Thank
Appreciate
you
that.
so
Appreciate
very
it.
much.
Thank you very much. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and end the show. We want to thank everybody. I think we stayed consistent with high levels on all 3 platforms today. So, it was great. We want to thank everybody for joining us today. We want to thank our new followers. We had, I forget their names. Can you pull them
There's
up
a lot.
on?
Marcus
Yeah, it was.
Smith,
it was
thank
a
you
lot.
for the 100 stars.
Yeah, thank you,
as
Marcus
well.
Smith, for 100 stars. But we want to thank everybody that came over to Twitch and gave us some new follows. We want to thank everybody that joined us on Facebook, like Kevin Molina. It was good to see you, man. Thank you for being in the chat. You lit it on fire. You need to come and bring that energy on over to Twitch, my friend. So next week, Wednesday, we're going to be talking about the new way to watch movies. Because with Warner Brothers gamble that they took on their 21 movie slate, it remains to be seen on if other studios are going to be following suit. So I think it's a new way to watch movies. So we need to discuss that. So make sure you come back next week, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. We will let you know whether it's going to be on Twitch or not. So make sure you follow us on all our socials. If you need a convenient way to do so, hit up our Instagram, which is instagram.com/culturejunkies, and hit the link. We have a nice little link tree, and I'll have everything there for you. Our YouTube, our Twitch, our Discord, our Twitter. And our YouTube, where GQ will start to put out some more great videos for what's in the box.
Yeah, it's time for me to end my sabbatical and hiatus and get back to the grind.
Get back to the grind.
But I also want to say to the patrons out there, to our Culture Junkies level patrons, DeMarcus Smith, Fab Nerd Life, and the Net, we appreciate you 100%. We appreciate all of our patrons. For as little as $1 a month, you can support a Culture Junkie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some of them other places be asking for $1 a day. That's a little bit high.
Mm-hmm.
But, we appreciate everybody, all the likes, love, shares. Definitely appreciate everybody that comes through and watches our show. You guys could be anywhere else on a Wednesday night, but you decided to hang with us. We appreciate all of y'all. And hope to see everybody on Twitch next week.
Indeed. So, Dido, Fallen, Megashawn, King Amarak, any final thoughts before we sign off?
Twitch, baby, Twitch. And there's going to be more stuff coming from me as well. Go ahead.
Since we were talking about stuff, let's cross our fingers and hope Mortal Kombat reboot is good.
Pretty sure it will be.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Prayers up for Mortal Kombat.
All right, finish your thought, Dad. I thought you had a little bit more.
But yeah, because a brand new year and revelation to be had with me with playing all the video games that I've been playing. You're gonna see me talking about those things with you, and I'd like to have you join me. They're all going to be recorded, of course, and more than likely going to be on YouTube, just YouTube, because YouTube is another place that we like to put our videos.
Yep.
But I'm going to be starting a series called Get on My Level.
More content.
We're going to be talking about just video games and
more
video
content.
Games. So
almost want to scream it like Kylo Ren did when he was raining down fire on Luke, on Hollow Luke.
More. Dude, hey, that's how I'll be at Olive Garden when they be like, "You want some cheese on your soup and then on your pasta?"
Yes.
They be sitting there grinding. I'll be sitting back like,
more.
So, hey, that's how it be for real.
Absolutely. All right, so everybody, thank you all for joining us tonight on Culture Junkies Live. I'm your host, Kenshiro, for my good friends, the Great Dadakuji, GQ, Fallen Marvel, King Amarak, and Megashawn. We will see you guys next week. Have a great night.
Later, gentle peoples.
Everybody have a good one.